kayaking mean to me? Kayaking has kind of been in my blood my entire life. I think in the beginning, when I first started paddling, there was a lot of fear involved. As I sort of started progressing as a paddler, I started to realize that there was so much more to it. There is a spiritual connection with being out in nature, being on the river, being in the wilderness. It's so much more than just a recreational sport. I started to see that there was this sort of whole other world within paddling. I've spent my entire life as a professional kayaker, but I'm also an adventure filmmaker. Oftentimes, a portion of my day is spent inside handling business, but regardless of how busy I get, I'm really fortunate to be in a place where I can still get outside on the water almost every single day. Kayaking is a very gear-intensive sport that can actually be intimidating sometimes when you're learning it. There's a lot of equipment to manage. It can be as simple as grabbing the kind of bare necessities, your spray skirt, life jacket, helmet, your just sort of basic gear that you need to go beyond a difficult section of river. Other times it can be days of preparation, your ropes, your safety stuff, everything that you kind of need to go out there for days at a time. One of the things that keeps me coming back to paddling is also the camaraderie. It's definitely a team sport in a lot of ways. You almost always go with a friend or a group of people, and you're always looking out for each other. And so you really create these amazing friendships on the river. I have like a process of just kind of typically putting on music that I'm, really interested in at the time, or maybe working on. Everything in my day sort of revolves around ultimately getting to that point, usually in the afternoon, where I can kind of take off and go get out on the river and shred with my friends.
Take me out, I wanna see. Big lights, they shine on me.
One of the most amazing things about the Pacific Northwest is just how remote it is. I mean, you can leave Portland, Oregon, and drive not too far out of the city and really be in true wilderness that stretches for hundreds of miles. I really just like getting out into nature. It could be kayaking, it could also be hiking. Really any form of getting into nature, I feel like, is a really good reset for me. I'm not really sure what happens chemically in my brain, but it really is amazing how much better I'll feel afterwards. Driving this Polaris XPEDITION around is really fun. It's incredible, actually. It can take you to places that a normal vehicle might not be able to access. I have been very surprised with just how much fun it is to drive. And it's not just a toy, it is a tool to get to these amazing places and to get to the river. Kayaking demands the ultimate amount of focus. There is this feeling that you really have to be present. The river does have this duality to it. There's good and bad aspects of it, just like life. I don't regret a lot of these adventures or these sketchy moments that I've had out there because, it's kind of brought me to this point, and I guess it's kind of made me the person that I am. Traditionally for me, I have been really drawn to exploration and expedition paddling, trying to go do descents that hadn't been done before. But a lot of the paddling I'm doing nowadays is here in my backyard in the Pacific Northwest. I think one of the coolest things about paddling is that a river is always changing. It's always evolving. There's always, new things to try out, to explore, to do. It really is one of the most, if not the most dynamic sport that I've ever experienced. Going out on a river trip, it really brings you full circle. It's an adventure just getting to the river in the first place a lot of the time. And, you paddle this section and it comes with incidents and things that happen along the way, some fun, some scary. And then, when you finish the river trip, you get back in your rig and you drive home, and it kind of completes the circle. Even before I kind of get back home to start the process again, I'm already thinking, what's the next adventure and what's the next thing that I want to do?